What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully y'all are doing well, staying safe, staying blessed. Hope everything is going well for you all. So today with me, I have a review over a shoe that recently came out. It actually came out this past Wednesday, and that is the Women's Air Jordan 1 Cacao Wow and Sand Drift. Now, I was able to get a pair in my size off of the Sneakers app. I was a little worried because they did not drop everywhere, but I was able to successfully get my size on the Sneakers app. Now, when it comes to these women's Air Jordan 1s, they have them dropping all throughout the year, but normally the first Jordan 1 to drop of the year is the one that has extended sizes, and then the rest of them don't have the extended sizes. So it looks like that trend is going to continue. This is supposed to be the first, or this is the first women's Jordan 1 to drop this year. So like I mentioned, this one has the extended sizes with them. So if you were interested in them, hopefully you were able to cop. I just checked the Sneakers out. Today is Saturday the 9th, and like I mentioned, they came out this past Wednesday, and the bigger sizes were all sold out. They just have smaller sizes. I believe the biggest they had was an 8 in men's, and then they had pretty much everything down below that. So it looks like the bigger sizes just flew off the shelves for these, which is why I was a little worried in being able to cop a pair. But I was able to. Look, me and sneakers, we have a weird history. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't, but they came through on these. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, just kind of go through everything with this shoe. It's a very different shoe from a normal Jordan 1, so I'm curious to see how people, what people think about them, and how, if they were able to cop a pair or not. So starting off with the box, so we do have an all-white Jordan 1 box with these, which is very interesting. Normally with the women's shoes we get a slightly different box, of course, and then as y'all know, with the Jordan 1s that have been dropping recently, the boxes have been all over the place. So I like when we get different boxes with these, so this is no different. So in all white, you see the gloss on the top, the Nike logo right there, and then all white gloss, you see the gloss Nike on the sides as well, and then there's a little bit on the bottom of the shoe as well. Now going to the inside, regular lid there, you get multiple sheets of paper. So you do have the regular sheet of paper that we normally get, and then like some of the recent Jordan 1s that we've gotten, these come individually wrapped, so both shoes are wrapped up. If I can get the other one, there we go. Both shoes are wrapped up, so you see that there. So let me move these out the way. And so like I mentioned, regular sheet of paper with these, and then this is the inside of the box here. You do have the YDM sticker with this box too. Now, one additional accessory that we do get with these shoes is we do get the dust bag with these. So you do have that. It's like a kind of creamish color dust bag, but we do get that with this shoe. So nothing on either side of them, but you do have the gold tips on there. That is on both of these. But yeah, pretty nice dust bag. The quality is pretty good on it. So something different with the Jordan 1s that we've gotten with some of the recent, or some of the other shoes that have come out in the past. Now let's go to the shoes. So like I mentioned, individually wrapped, so I'll unwrap this one. So once again, this is the Women's Air Jordan 1 Cacao Wow and Sand Drift. Now when I saw these on the Sneakers app, I was like, that's a very different colorway than what we've gotten recently with a lot of the Jordan 1s. Like this is, I've seen like a rusted color, or this is more like earthy tones. With this one we get the orange and the brown, and it's very interesting. Now the upper is made up entirely of nubuck. So I think they did a very good job with these. I know Jordan 1s have been off and on, like people have been not buying them, people have been buying them. Like resale value on Jordan 1s basically is like non-existent unless it's something crazy hyped. But as with so many other shoes that have dropped recently, this is just one of those where if you really like this shoe and you really want this shoe, the opportunity was there for you to get the shoe. And even now you can circle back and get the shoe and not have to pay a crazy amount for them, just because ones have not been going crazy, and really shoes in general just haven't been going crazy like that. So it's easy to get what you want without having to worry about it too much, which is nice. Like I mentioned, like my luck with sneakers recently just has been terrible. Really, like the past couple of years, my luck with sneakers just is up and down. So when I can cop something with relative ease like this, it's nice. Like even I know the other day they shock dropped 3 early pairs of Jordans, the Jordan 1 Artesian Red, Jordan 1, I think it's the Green Glow, and then they dropped the Jordan 1 Low Shadows, and I took L's on all 3 of them. So you know, it's just one of those that it is what it is. But sticking with this shoe, so just going to the bottom. So that is the bottom colorway right there. And look, I didn't read the label for y'all, but the label is Women's Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG SP. The color is Cacao Wow, Cacao Wow. And this is a size 13 in men's, or 13 in women's, 11.5 in men's. My apologies. So yeah, so Like I mentioned a little while ago, the upper is made up entirely of nubuck, so that's all around. Like I mentioned, you have the orange and you have a darker brown up here around the toe box, and then around the mid panel you have a lighter brown colorway. But the nubuck quality on here is actually pretty nice. I saw that these are just a slightly better materials than what they normally put on a Jordan 1. So this is a smoother nubuck. I do like the quality. It's soft, it's nice, it feels great. It feels like it'll hold up as time goes on as you wear these. So I'm curious just to see later down the line in a couple years how well these hold up after the time. Now you do have the Wings logo, and it is embossed in the shoe. So you see that there. And I know sometimes like we get the two color or a different color Wings logo compared to what we normally get, but I do like how this one just kind of, it's a subtle Wings logo in there. Like you see it, but it doesn't pop out crazy on this one. I feel like a different color Wings logo on here might have looked a little weird, but maybe that's just me. But let me know how y'all feel about these. Do you like the embossed kind of orange color Wings logo, or would you prefer like it to be a brown color or something completely different? But let me know. So, but yeah, like I mentioned, just really nice nubuck material. You do have the nubuck Nike swoosh there on both sides as well, and that's on both sides of the shoe there. Now, one of the differences with this one is the tongue on these. So these have a satin tongue, a satin brown tongue, which is very unique. I don't think I have any Jordan 1s with a satin tongue, so this will be something different. It'll be, I'm curious to see just kind of how they hold up. I know they've done other satin Jordan 1s before. I don't personally own any, so it's not new to have a satin tongue, but just wearing these on feet, it'll be interesting to see if they feel differently compared to the regular, like I think it's the neoprene tongue that we normally get with Jordan 1s. So we'll see how they hold up. But continuing on to the laces, so you have a brownish colored lace with these, and it's almost the same color as the dust bag. But it's that like light brown kind of creamish colorway for the laces. I think these would look good in here. I'm not really sure honestly what other lace you could put with these that would look good. I think like a white lace would probably not look too great. A black lace probably wouldn't look too great either. Maybe an orange one, but that's very risky, I think, just to find a good colored orange lace. So I think these will look good in it. It's just going to be a different looking Jordan 1, but once again, the colors on here are different than what we normally get. So you do have the Nike Air on the tongue tag there. And then going to the inside of the shoe, you do have paper shoe tree with these. You do have the orange insole with the brown Nike Air logo on there. Backside is black. And then going to the sock liner, so this one also does have the satin sock liner on these. So that wraps all the way around the back of the shoe. And then there's the back of the tongue as well. So pretty nice satin colorway or satin material in here. The label, these were July 10th, 2023 to October 17th, 2023. So later last year or earlier last year when these were made. But overall, that is the shoe. How do y'all feel about these? This is a must cop. This is the pads. Did you end up going for these? Especially the guys or really just anybody with a bigger foot. Did you end up going for these or did you pass on them? I'm going to show y'all the other shoe as well. So this is the other shoe. So we do have an extra set of laces, which I will show y'all in just a second. But this is the other shoe. These do also come with a hang tag, which you do see right there. And the hang tag is nubuck, like the material on the shoe. So we do see that there. So pretty cool. And then like I mentioned, the extra set of laces. So you do have, it's a darker brown set of laces. So it'll be interesting to see which one looks better. That is the dark brown color there. If y'all have an opinion, would you put the darker brown laces in here or stick with the lighter brown? I feel like, me personally, I would stick with the lighter brown, but I'm not sure. I'd have to put these in just to see how they look. But yeah, overall, that is pretty much the only additional things with this shoe. The insole is the same on this one as well. So just overall, not a bad Jordan 1 for what they compared to what they've been dropping. I do like the color, like I mentioned. I think they did a good job with these. But let me know how y'all feel about these. Did you end up copying them? Did you pass on them? Are you even interested in this shoe? Or are you just on to the next shoe for whatever else is set to drop? Let me know in the comments. As always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Turn on the notification bell so you can stay today when I post new content. Of course, I have a couple more reviews set to drop. I do have one early review as well. So I will get that out for y'all ASAP. But as always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping in. Stay safe and stay blessed. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.